Hi guys, it's Vicky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm sorry I didn't come on yesterday, but yesterday was a little on the rough side. No sleep the night before, then had to be at the what's it called? I had to have my procedure, and I had to be there at 6:45. So I had that. Everything looks good. 3 to 7 years, I'll have to do it again. Find out how many years in between. In about 7 to 10 days. They had to send a couple things in to have them checked, and that will determine on how quickly they want me to have another one done. So that's done and dusted, and I don't have to think about it now for several years. Hi, Teresa. Well, Somerset Studios, I don't know if it's still going on or not, but they've been oh, yay, Teresa. I'm so glad your heart surgery went well too. Yay. Oh, that's awesome news. And Janice and Anne, that's awesome. But Somerset Studios, let me get back to this before my brain goes off on a trail again, just like that, is having a sale on the back issues. And it popped up on Facebook. So, of course, I went and looked. And this issue, which is issue August, September, October of 2024, caught my eye because of the paintbrushes. Those are old paintbrushes that have been decorated up, and I just think they make the most wonderful jar of dolls I've ever seen. So I got it for that, and then I just started to flip through it today, and I saw these leaves that are made from your painty papers. So during Craft and Chat, I pulled out, I don't know where that went. I pulled out the pack of just the painty paper scraps. I haven't looked through this all the way, but I will after a while. So I've got this little box, and those were just hand-drawn leaves, and you just draw them and then you cut them out. So here's some that I did today. That light is just not in the right place. I don't know if that'll help or hurt or whatever. Let's see if that looks any better. But yeah, I've got a tippy right here, and he's kind of like in the way. I'll just show you a few of these. Here we go. That looks good. And these could be added to any mixed media project, and I tried to make them in a variety of sizes. These are just hand drawn and then cut out, and I think they turned out really cute. And then Deb said, oh, I have punches and dies. So I pulled my dies out, and I could punch out some more. And I didn't get very far with, just punching these on my die cut machine. I've got those. And then these here come in, I think 8 different sizes. I'm not going to be able to show you all of them because they just get smaller and smaller down in there. So I've got those, and I cut those out in a couple different papers. There's a little red one. And then I've also got these 2 dies, an maple leaf and an oak leaf. So I just cut those out of some paint. These were all cut from scraps. And they're just really fun. I love the red leaves I did, the hand-drawn ones. I just think those turned out so good. But you can put the lines in it like that. You can add like little circles and stuff, and you can doodle on your leaves. You can do all kinds of stuff, and that'll weigh, and then put them in a box, and then you have them for, like, if we added that prompt, add 3 leaves to a project, we could do that. And then this is just the box. This box is what Scott gets his Harry's blades in. That's what this comes in. So that idea came from this issue of Somerset Studio. And there was a couple other old back issues that also intrigued me, but I thought one was enough to keep me busy. I'm working on yesterday because I fell back when we got home after we went and got something to eat, because man, I was starving after 2 days of liquid diet. I came home, Scott went on to work, I went back to bed and slept till like 3 o'clock. So that's why I just posted I'm done for today. So I had to catch up on dishcloths. So I made this one this morning, and I made a matching scrubby. And then I'm working on the other dishcloth because I'm making sets of 2 dishcloths and a scrubby. And this is the dishcloth I was working on until Tippy came and got in my face. And it's just, I started with a chain of 26, and that gives you 25 stitches back and forth. The 26 one is your turning chain. So then I did the chain, and then I did 2 rows of single crochet, and then I did a row of half double, single, half double, single, half double. And that's what I'm doing all the way up through. And I'll end with 2 rows of single crochet on this one. And once I get this one done, I'll be caught up on my dishcloths for so far this month. And I will have another set ready to be packaged up to go in my gifting box. Scott and I went and got Chinese for supper, and he needed gas in the car. So he filled the car up, and then he drove me to the Goodwill. So, and it's so cold, you guys, it is so cold. It has done nothing but get colder all day long. So I was looking at the Goodwill, and this looks like a brand new Hanes Eco Smart sweatshirt. And I got this. It doesn't have anything wrong with it. It looks brand new. I paid $4.80, and it's in this lovely sage green, and it looks like it'll be real comfy. So I will wash it before I wear it. I always do the clothes. And so she buys back issues of Somerset Magazine all the time. They're a wonderful idea, and you get them for like $16 for the for that issue. And you know, there are a lot more. Now, I did say I wasn't going to buy any more yarn unless it was wool. Well, I looked up today, and this is something called Patternania 100% virgin wool yarn. I got all these shades of pink and red, and then I got all of these purple. These were $3 a bag. And I thought we'd pop these open because I feel like they're compressed too much, and I want to look at it a little bit closer. So I won't pass wool up for $3, you guys, because sometimes wool can go for as much as $45 a skein. So that's why I say $3 for a bag of wool. Yes, please. So let's see what we've got here. And I'm a little concerned with how this looks like it's all cut apart. We'll see what it is. I'm going to leave it in the hank, though. It looks like they cut it. I don't know why you would do that, but unless this is for rug yarn, I don't know. There's a little bit of this pink. I'll have to look up this yarn and find out what it's used for, because see, this has been it's chopped, or maybe this is for sewing with. But anyway, regardless, it'll be wool to play with. I'll have to ask Carol. I'm not real sure. It's like it's cut in lengths. Maybe this is for, what's it called? Crewel work. I bet that's what this is for, is crewel work. Because this has all been, look at, this is all in sections. I was thinking to try knitting something with it, but this is like for sewing, I think. There's a whole bunch of pink. This bag stinks too. It's not the yarn. I think it's the bag. It's like they sprayed it with something. Interesting. So I got all of that for $3. I'm going to throw this away because it stinks. And let's see, the purple's probably going to be the same, but still. Maybe that's why it was $3, because it's really more for like crewel work. They love their tape at Goodwill, let me tell you. Yeah, I'll put this in something else. This is more, it's like it's in, you know, you pull a strand out and sew with it, and then you get another one. So I have a lot of this. I'll look up this and see if I can learn more about it. This is the name of it. Now see, this hasn't been cut. This is a full-on hank. That one's been chopped. This one's not. This one could be knitted with. And I think so could this one. So these two, maybe I could make something with them. This is really more of like an aubergine or eggplant. And this is a lavender. So those two I'll save aside to maybe knit something with. And then all these I'll put with my stitching stuff. When we get the front room done, I'm going to put my stitching threads into some baskets in there on or something. I'll think of something. So yeah. So still, even though this has been chopped into segments for like crewel work, I'll still use it. Interesting, really. And I love that these two aren't cut, because that means I could possibly do something with those. Maybe, I don't know if this is enough for a shawl. I'll have to get with Vicki. Oh, Peg says, I just got out some alpaca yarn, 2 compression socks, pretty neat wool. Oh, is Vicki here? There she is. So I'm going to weigh these. If I could get to my scale, we'll say how much these are. And I'm not sure what I'll do with all the pink and purple now. I envisioned like a really cool sweater and stripes of all the different colors, but we'll see. Let's see how much these 2 skeins. Let's see. Let's see. 3.7 ounces. 3.7 ounces. So I've got almost, well, we've got what? 7.4 ounces altogether of these 2 colors. Oh, Mary too. Hello. I'm glad you stopped in. So I'm not sure what I'll do with these. It appears I have plenty of duplicates, but I'll look this yarn up and see if I can figure out, because this one looks to be a lot thicker than this one. It could be fun to stitch on like burlap with this. What do you think? I wonder. I have some burlap in the back. I wonder if I could use this with like a cross stitch pattern, but do it on burlap. Something to think about. So I got 2 skeins I can knit with, and then all of that I can play something else with. And I got a handsome new sweatshirt for $4.80. What else? I'm working on a red hat in knit. And thanks to Vicki for these cool knitting needles. They're lovely. And this is what I'm still at this part because I didn't knit anything yesterday. Yesterday I was like, ugh. So yeah. It's turning out. The only part I messed up is at the very beginning. Somehow I added a stitch and I've got this weird bubble out place and there is a little hole right there, but I've got this tail, so I'm thinking I'll just sew it shut, the hole, and not even worry about it because this is my first effort at this hat pattern, so we'll see. Anything else to share? I don't think so. I think I'm going to go sit in the front room, kick my feet up in front of the little heater. And yeah, that was nice to see Mary 2 pop in. I guess I'll let you guys go. Thanks for stopping in, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.